Hey guys, welcome back to Rusty Revivals. Today we work on this 1972 Imperial 4-door that's right behind me. Today I'll be working on a brake issue and getting brakes to this car. After we get that done, it'll go on its first drive in 41 years. 41 years is a long time, but this baby deserves to be back on the road. So let's get that brake problem fixed. So let's go. Alright guys, so if you watched the previous episode of this Imperial, you heard me at the end talking about I needed a master brake cylinder, so I went ahead and ordered one of those, hoping that was our problem. The old one was stuck, so we went ahead and installed that. And then we decided to try to bleed the brakes, and as you can see, it didn't go very well last night for us. The brake line is so rusty, it's been sitting so long it didn't help any. Here's a piece over here that it rounded off, fell off. The tie downs, brake shoe tie downs, are also just rusty. We almost thought about saving those, but they're almost rusted in too, so I have to get more of those as well. And the rear center brake hose is also no good. It's got a big hole in it. Looks like mice or other rodents had some fun with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the parts store. Hopefully they have some parts for this thing, and I'll get back to you when I get back. So I just got back from Napa. They had the brake line, and I'm honestly surprised they had the wheel cylinders in stock, because I honestly thought I was going to have to order those, so I'm glad I didn't have to. But I had to order the brake hose. They didn't have it, and unfortunately this one is really bad. It's got a hole in it right there, and it's plugged up. It's not usable. So I get that one tomorrow, and I get the tie downs on Wednesday. They're just so far rusted out, almost rusted in two. And yeah, it's not a good deal. So let's go ahead and get these wheel cylinders on, and let's get started. Well, I tried to get a head start on these brakes. As you can tell, they're pretty rusty. So we bought two brand new wheel cylinders, which thankfully we did, because these are just so rusted out they would have never worked. So to get to this point where we're at, this is the driver's side rear right now. I have no idea what the other side looks like, but I'm sure it's just as bad. So to get to this point where we're at right now, we took the hub off, and we took the springs and the brake shoes off as well. And when we took the brake shoe off, it just fell apart. It was so rusted out. So we had to replace those. I have those. So we'll have new brake shoes, hold downs, the whole 9 yards. So let's get this side on, and then we'll go inspect the passenger side as well. All right, so we went ahead and got the new wheel cylinder on, the new brake shoes on, the new hold downs on, and they look fantastic. I thought some of the springs came with the new set, but they didn't come, so we had to use the old ones, which is not a big deal. They still do their job. And all we have left to do is put the hub on. We're cleaning that up right now, and then we got to put the new brake line on and bleed it. I will go in depth how to do that. It's so easy with two people, or easier with two people. And then it's on to the next side. I really hope the next side isn't near as bad as this side was, but I honestly have no idea, so that'll be fun to check out. So let's get this done and on to the next side. So we went ahead and done the brake system. It takes two people. Two people, it's so much easier. One person's back there by the wheel cylinder, and the other one's in the car. One person behind the wheel cylinder, when the brakes go down towards the floor, they open it, and then the brakes are all the way to the floor, they close it. And then keep repeating the process to get all the air out of it. And then finally we had brake fluid within the third or fourth time, and that was the main thing. And also, what blows our mind away, that this car has a sure grip rear end in it. I would have never thought. So that's awesome. Let's get to the other side and see what it looks like. We're gonna put the new wheel cylinder on regardless, and probably put the new brake shoes on as well since I have it. So let's get started with that, and then put the hood on, and hopefully wash this thing, buff it out, take it around town. All right, so here's the passenger side rear. The wheel cylinder is pretty rusty, but it don't look as rusty as we thought this side would look. And it's stuck, per usual, how rusty it is. Kind of expected that to be stuck as well, but gonna go ahead and fix this side as well. We got the new part, so might as well go ahead and get that fixed, and it should be about done. Here's the wheel cylinder for the passenger side rear. And it was actually getting brake fluid, which is kind of surprising, but we think the pistons were just stuck. It moves a little, but it would have never worked. It's just nasty. So we got new ones. We're gonna put the new one on and Put it back together. So here is the passenger side rear. We have the new brake shoes on, hold downs on, wheel cylinder on, I almost called it brake cylinder, wheel cylinder on, and to bleed these brakes, I'll go in more depth and I'll show you. The wheel cylinder has the bleeder valve and the brake line in the back. I'll get in here, hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm right here. The bleeder valve is on the top, the brake line goes in the bottom. You can't really tell because of the light, but so when the brake pedal is on its way down, the bleeder valve opens, and as soon as the brake is on the floor, it closes. And you do that process again. Open it when the brake pedal is on its way down. When it's onto the floor, you close it, and then do that a couple times and bleed the brakes. And then you should be getting brake fluid back here. So that's how you do that. It's so easy with 2 people. We're gonna go ahead and do that now as soon as we get this other spring on, and we should be good to go. We just filled the brake master cylinder full with brake fluid. Go ahead and pump the brakes now. So I'm gonna pump them up. Are you ready? My dad's back there with the wheel cylinder bleeding the brakes back there. It's easier with 2 people. And when he tells me to hold them, I'm gonna hold them. Let me know when you want me to hold them. Alright, so he just told me to hold them. So I'm gonna sit here. Hold them? Yep. Notice how it moved a little bit? And when he tells me to... What? Are they down? Yes. When he says pump them, I'm going to go ahead and pump them again. Alright, pump them up again. So he just told me to pump them up again. I'm going to pump them up now. When he tells me to hold them, I'm going to hold them down. Hold them? Yep. See how it moved? Probably going to do that one more time. Yep. Okay, pump them up. That seat's making a lot of noise. Apologize that for you. What? Does it get hard? It seems like it. Sorry for the seat noise. It's making a lot of noise. We done? Yeah. All right. Concludes that. Should have some brakes. Have to take it on the road and test it. Testing the brakes now. See if they're gonna work. They seem to grab. This side anyway. Sorry if it's so loud. Well, in this last clip, we were testing out our rear brakes on the 72 Imperial. Since we had to replace the wheel cylinders, brake shoes, hold downs, the whole 9 yards on the back. Brakes seem to work real good, but now we're having problems with the front. Front calipers seem like they're sticking and not releasing, which is never a good deal. I cannot buy front right calipers, but I can buy front lefts all day long. So we're going to go ahead and put this car on the road with no hood since it stopped raining for a while, and see if they loosen up. So first drive in 41 years with no hood. I'm excited. I bet this car is ready to go. So let's go do that. Hopefully when we get back, I've called a couple of friends so they can stop by and help us put the hood on. You should have seen us try and take it off with 3 people. This thing is long and heavy, and yeah. So let's go ahead and get this thing on the road and get back before it rains. So we just rolled in back to the shop, and it's a good thing we did. When we were out driving along, we were almost maybe not a half mile from the house, maybe a mile out, and my dad goes, "We better get home. I think it's gonna rain." So we just rolled the Imperial in the shop, and sure enough, it just poured as soon as we rolled in. The drive went fantastic. Just a couple things. We think the front calipers are releasing slowly over time, which is a good thing. I already placed an order of getting a left one in. I'm still having troubles finding the right one. We're going to go ahead and wait on my friends to put the hood on. I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning it out as well. I'll show you before and after. We've already got the back seat cleaned up. We cleaned it up the first day we had it, so it turned out really good. Going to go ahead and do that. Wait on my friends, put the hood on, and as soon as we get the hood on, I'm going to go out and drive it some more. Everybody, the hood's on. Later tonight, we're going to go take it for a drive. We're going to take a break for just a little while. Tomorrow, we'll clean it up and clean the inside and make this thing look brand new. So if I go cruising tonight, which I'm pretty sure we are, I'll definitely take videos of that and let you guys see that as well. Going in a drive in this 1972 Imperial for the second time in 41 years. Going to loop it around the town, see how it runs. It ran good earlier, just going to make sure it runs good. Tomorrow we'll be cleaning it up, cleaning the inside up. Hey, probably won't have time to buff it, but when I get done detailing it, that's going to be the end for this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it so far. It's been a true miracle that this car came this way, and all the hiccups, it's been worth it. So I'm glad you guys have followed along, and I can't wait to do more videos like this for you guys. So definitely stay tuned. A lot of cool Mopar stuff is coming around the corner. So let's get this drive in. It's raining just a little bit. It's rained off and on all day. Tomorrow we wash it and make this thing look good again. So let's cruise around town, have some fun. Tomorrow will be a big day. Get this thing cleaned up and drive it more. Leave it. Get this thing looking pretty good. For the second time, I keep wanting to say the first time, the second time in 41 years it's back on the road. We just pulled over to make sure all the lights work, all the fluids are good, everything checks out. We took it out of town, came in to town, and it's running flawless. So we're gonna cruise some more. I hope you enjoyed it so far, and taking pictures, loving every minute of it. Glad this car runs really good. Can't wait to drive it on my own and just enjoy it. Well, guys, we took the car out for a spin last night just to make sure it run flawlessly, which it did. It ran great earlier in the day. We just wanted to double check just to make sure things were working good, and they are. We took it out of town, came back to town, ran great, no complaints. The only thing with the car right now is the brake caliper sticking, but hopefully I can find some parts for that. I ordered a left one, but I can't find a right one still, so that's really unfortunate. Today is Sunday now. It rained over 2 inches last night. We really needed it. It's been so dry. The yard's cracked. The grass is brown, so definitely needed the rain. Today we're gonna go ahead and wash this car and make it look brand new again. We did the back seat, believe it or not, with soap and water and put Armor All on it. I know some people aren't a fan of Armor All, but I think it works fantastic. Might have to buy some leather products as well to put on there later. But let's get this car pulled around front, wash it, and make this thing look good again. Got the car pulled around front here. Walk around. I mean, hood's kind of dirty from sitting. Car's really not too bad, but you tell it's pretty dirty along the doors and the back after driving it last night. Trunk's dirty. So get this cleaned up. Just thought I'd do a before. This side's the same way. Get the doors all dirty and the windows dirty up here as well. Fender's dirty. Clean up the wheels real good and get this thing shined up and show you the after. Love that front end. After we have to rinse it off, I gotta have a better idea. We're gonna rinse it off first, and we're gonna hand wash it after that. Sorry, that generator's gonna be pretty loud. side yet. It's cleaning right up. Well, guys, the Imperial is washed now. It looks really good. The previous owner, the original owner, put a bunch of wax on it and let it sit in the barn. I really think the guy I bought it off of washed it before we washed it. So most of the wax we got off today, it really needs a buff. And I think I'm going to do that in another episode. So right now, here's some pictures of the car. It looks fantastic. So here's some pictures of the after. Just got back from the store, picked up some McGuire stuff. Didn't really have anything for my leather yet, so I picked that up. I'm gonna clean these seats up. So let's get started.
It's dirty, so yeah. It's your stuff.
Oh. Let's grab the McGuire stuff. Clean this up. Makes it look brand new again. Well, the Imperial's interior cleaned up real nice. I highly suggest using that McGuire stuff. It works really nice, and I'm glad to see the end result was a really good turnout. So it's hard telling how long it was left untreated. We cleaned it up, treated it. It looks really good. So here's some after pictures after this clip. I think that's going to do it for this video. The Imperial's back on the road. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I can't wait to do many more revivals for you guys. Big thanks to my dad and my friends sacrificing their time to help this car get back on the road. It wouldn't be possible without those guys too. So big shout out to them. It's all about memories for me. It's not ever about the money. So it's always a time I can look back and, you know, enjoy for myself. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, comment for more. I'll see you guys in the next one.